This is Barry Zalma on insurance. Today I'd like to speak about the need for ethical behavior in the insurance industry to allow for success and the presentation of excellent claims handling. To understand the connection between ethics and quality service, it is important to understand the meaning of ethical values in the insurance context. The ethical insurer and its ethical claims and underwriting staff must treat the insureds and claimants with whom they come in contact honestly, fairly, and with utmost good faith. The contact must reflect the highest integrity, respect, and empathy rather than sympathy for the people who need the service of the insurer. Finally, the insurer must reflect a high level of trustworthiness, fairness, honesty, and personal accountability. Vince Lombardi, the great football coach, once reportedly said, quote, "The quality of a person's life is in direct proportion to their commitment to excellence, regardless of their chosen field of endeavor." Lombardi's statement applies equally to football, about which Lombardi was speaking, and insurance. Excellence in the organization depends on the high ethical values and excellence in keeping the promises made by the insurance policy by the insurer's employees and officers. Without excellence in those involved in the business of insurance, without excellence in claims handling, and without excellence in underwriting coupled with ethical behavior and conduct, an insurer will almost certainly fail. The insurer that demands excellence in claims handling and underwriting within the confines of ethical conduct and values will invariably succeed, gain more and more people who desire to be insured by it, and, of course, eventually profit. Now, some states have attempted to compel insurers to act ethically rather than to allow them to use their own good sense that an ethical claims department is, in fact, a profit center. Those states that attempted to compel insurers to act ethically and in good faith did so because of a perception that insurers were not treating the public fairly. Most bar association ethics committees and courts hold that the employment relationship does not, in and of itself, constitute a violation of professional duties of attorneys. For example, the Missouri Supreme Court has held that there is no difference between a corporation doing something through an employee or through an independent contractor. An American Bar Association formal opinion states that the insurance company's obligation to defend an action brought by a third person against the insured contemplates that the company will take charge of the defense, including the supervision of the litigation. The essential point of ethics involved is that the lawyer so employed shall represent the insured as his client with undivided fidelity and ignore the fact that it's an insurance company paying his fees. The California Insurance Code contains a Fair Claims Practices statute that sets out multiple acts that the legislature considered unethical and an unfair claims practice. Of those 15 unethical acts, unfair claims settlement type acts, each can be punished by the state through the Department of Insurance for violating the statute and the regulations that were enacted to enforce it. The statute in California is enforced by the California Department of Insurance with fines and even potential loss of the right to do business in the state. Violation of the statute can also be used at trial of a civil action claiming that the insurer acted in bad faith to show failure of the insurer to apply minimum standards of good faith and fair dealing, and therefore allow the trier of fact in a bad faith lawsuit to impose both breach of contract damages and tort damages on an insurer for the tort of bad faith, and if the conduct is egregious, even assess punitive and exemplary damages to punish the insurer. Similar statutes have been enacted in most states. They establish a series of actions that the state considers unfair claims handling standards. Each state sets out different unfair acts, some more than California and most less than California. All are attempts at establishing ethical conduct for insurers when presented with claims from insureds. To see the full list, go to California Insurance Code Section 790.03H. Now, it's not just lawyers who have obligations on acting ethically when dealing with an insurer. Independent insurance adjusters, those who handle claims for insurers on a fee basis, either hourly or a set amount for each type of claim. Independent insurance adjusters serve insurance companies who do not have sufficient claim staff to handle insurance claims on behalf of those various insurers without staff in every jurisdiction where there is property, the risk of loss of which was insured. The professional insurance adjuster recognizes that the work of adjusting an insurance claim is a profession of public trust. Independent adjusters should maintain standards of integrity that will promote the goal of building public confidence and trust in the insurance industry. Independent insurance adjusters and company-employed insurance adjusters should follow the following rules and standards of conduct. 1. Adjusters should discharge claims responsibilities for which they possess sufficient technical competence or can acquire adequate training. 2. Adjusters should seek only information they believe to be relevant, timely, and accurate. 3. Adjusters should use only legal and ethical means of obtaining information. 4. Adjusters should handle claims with no intent to mislead or misinform. 5. Adjusters should be sensitive to the rights of individuals to privacy. 6. Respecting the right of privacy, the adjuster will take reasonable means to protect sensitive information from illegal or unauthorized examination. 7. Adjusters should avoid illegal discrimination by reason of race, creed, religion, sexual orientation, or any other potential form of discrimination. 8. Adjusters should strive to keep personal feelings and prejudices from influencing their judgment. 9. Adjusters should maintain a courteous and sensitive attitude in their interaction with insureds and claimants, seeking to understand their concerns during times of distress. 10. adjusters should assist insureds in presenting and documenting their losses and will not place the interests of the insurer above those of the insured. 11. Adjusters should maintain their business relationships with others in a manner that will promote the goal of bringing credit and honor to the profession. 12. Adjusters should have no undisclosed financial interest in any direct or indirect aspect of an adjusting transaction. 13. Adjusters should obey the laws and regulations related to handling claims. 14. Adjusters should resist fraudulent, unmeritorious, or exaggerated claims and support public and industry organizations involved in the detection and prevention of insurance fraud. 15. Adjusters should seek out all available alternatives to litigation to resolve issues in an expeditious and conciliatory manner. 16. Adjusters should approach the investigation and adjustment with an unprejudiced and open mind and a determination to be fair with the insured and the insurer. 17. Adjusters should make truthful and unbiased reports of facts as discovered. 18. Adjusters should assume an unvarying attitude of fairness and by competence, integrity, and respect for the person with whom they deal to promote goodwill toward the business of insurance. 19. Adjusters should resist influence tending to promote improper and extravagant settlements. 20. Adjusters should avoid improper alliances. 21. Adjusters should refrain from improper solicitation of business. 22. Adjusters should be alert to changes in policy forms, policy wording, and policy and insurance methods and claims adjusting methods in order to render the highest quality of service. 23. Adjusters should work for economy of expense and provide equitable bills for the services the adjuster renders to an insurer. 24. Adjusters should serve the business of insurance with loyalty and cooperate with insurers and their designated representatives in the proper handling of claims and losses. And 25. Adjusters should work in harmony with one another and their clients so as to foster cordial relationships among themselves and with the insurance fraternity. These rules were adapted from the Code of Ethics of the Association of Registered Professional Adjusters and the California Association of Independent Insurance Adjusters. In Canada, the following Code of Ethics has been adopted by statute. 1. Of the provisions of this code is to promote the protection of the public and the honest and competent practice of the professional activities of claims adjusters, regardless of the structure of their practice, the nature of their contractual relationship with clients, or the class of the claims adjustment sector in which they practice. Claims adjusters must ensure that they and their mandataries and employees comply with the provisions of the Act respecting the distribution of financial products and services and its regulations. And 3, claims adjusters must not directly or indirectly pay or promise to pay remuneration, compensation, or any other benefit to a person who is not a representative in order for the person to act in that capacity or use that title. The Canadian rules go on for several pages, and if an adjuster practices in Canada, he or she should be aware of all of the rules set forth in the Act. The professional insurance adjuster will always follow standards like those stated in the regulations, in the Code of Ethics of Adjusters, in the statutes propounded in the country of Canada, so as to provide excellence in claims handling. The contact between the insured and the insurer, between the adjuster and the insurer, must always be professional and ethical. Rarely should the contact between the professional adjuster and a public insurance adjuster be adversarial. Since the public adjuster is working on behalf of the insured and steps into the insured's shoes, the adjuster should deal with the public adjuster as if he or she were the insured. Both the independent adjuster and a public adjuster should be working toward the same goal, the payment of proper and complete indemnity to the insured. This video was adapted from my book, Ethics for the Insurance Professional, 2nd edition, which is available from Amazon.com as both a Kindle book and a paperback. If you found this video to be useful or interesting to you, please convey it to your colleagues. It's free. And please also subscribe to my YouTube channel, my Rumble channel, and click on the like button or the Rumble button if you found this video to be useful. And also subscribe to my blog and my Substack publications so that you can be made aware of future blog postings, videos, and other important insurance law information. Thank you for your attention.